In high definition, NBC 29 HD News at Sunrise continues.
Good morning. You're taking a live look over Charlottesville. That's our Carter Mountain camera. Thanks for joining us this morning on your News at Sunrise. I'm Molly Balkenbush. We're live this morning from the Charlottesville Women's 4-miler. We'll take you to the race grounds in just a moment, but first let's check in with Norm Sprouse. He has a look at your weekend forecast. Good morning, Norm. Right now, thousands of women are rallying to fight breast cancer in the Charlottesville community. The Charlottesville Women's 4-miler kicks off in about half an hour. NBC 29's Kristen Twyford joins us live from the race grounds. Good morning, Kristen.
Back to you.
Kristen Twyford reporting live for us this morning in Charlottesville. We'll check back with Kristen shortly. I look back at our top stories this morning that we're following. Vivid mugshots from a robbery that turned into a beatdown are sparking a debate over how you should defend yourself when things go wrong. Turns out law enforcement has guidance that varies depending on the type of attack a person faces. Charlottesville Police Lieutenant Ronnie Roberts says police generally recommend not fighting an attacker. Roberts says all too often the victim is harmed. Sexual assault cases may be different, Roberts says. Their victims are encouraged to fight off their attackers. We have surveillance shots of the suspect from an armed robbery at a bank in Augusta County. It happened at BB&T in Greenville. The suspect is described as having a muscular build, and one thing that stood out was this lightly colored straw hat he's wearing. Police say the man took off with $4,000 cash after holding up a handgun Thursday morning. The investigators say he may have had a getaway car. So if you saw anything suspicious or any suspicious vehicles, police are asking you to share any information you have with them. Central Virginia activists are urging Congressman Robert Hurt to take a stand against military action in Syria. The Virginia Center for Politics says Democrat Terry McAuliffe now has a slight advantage over Republican Ken Cuccinelli in the race for governor. It cites recent polling, which put McAuliffe up between 4 and 8 points over Cuccinelli. The Democrat also maintains a significant fundraising advantage. The Center for Politics says don't jump to conclusions quite yet. Labor Day predictions have often been reversed in the weeks leading up to the election, and this is still anybody's race. Covering America this morning, the United States laid out its case for potential military intervention in Syria. First Secretary of State John Kerry stepped to the microphone at the State Department to present the non-classified evidence of Syria's use of chemical weapons. Then President Barack Obama explained where he stands on the decision to use military force.
A couple of things going on today in town, right?
Lots of things going on today. The women's 4-miler in Charlottesville, actually out in Albemarle County.
That's
true.
They'll
have some nice weather for that.
Sunny and 68 degrees. And there are a couple of folks that'll be over at Scott Stadium doing some running around there during the afternoon hours during the football game.
The football games. A proposed tax on downtown Charlottesville business owners to help pay for upgrades on the mall is back on the table. The Business Improvement District, or BID, will consist of costs that could be passed along to shoppers and diners. NBC 29's Amy Vu reports. The Downtown Business Association says the discussion is being revisited because the competitive climate has changed. Well, thousands of University of Virginia's fans are starting the football season off right. Fans flooded the downtown mall last night to paint the town orange. The marching band, cheerleaders, and the mascot marched and danced from one end of the mall to the other. Fans cheered them along the way, and more were there to greet them as they filed into the pavilion. Men's 4-miler. We'll see you back here at 6. I'm not one of them. I wouldn't make it.